He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for the season finale of season 6 of Married to Medicine. This is episode 15. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole. Jay, I can't do it. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I can't hit that high. But become a hoe with Jay Bird. You know, I love all my Jay Birds. Okay, love you all. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. You know, to follow me on Instagram, hit the link in the description box below. My P.O. box address is in the description box below. To send me an email for one reason or the other, it's in the description box below. Do not forget to shop my Teespring merchandise. And where is that at? Down below this video. Okay, I love all the support. Love all the supports. Okay, let's get started. This episode was, you know, some things. It is a 3-part reunion. Look, the last time they had like a 3-parter or 4-parter of reunion, it was a bunch of bullshit. Like, it could have really just been 2 pieces. Whatever the reason is for this 3-part, this is what I do know better not happen. I do know they better not have the first episode, you know, them getting dressed and chit chat. I don't need no beforehand. Get them on them couches, get them to talk. Okay, I don't want none of that extra bullshit. Let's just say that. Anyway, we do see the episode starts off. You know what I'm saying? We all see the ladies going back to the city because Aiden is sick in the hospital with viral meningitis. I think viral meningitis. So they're going back because Mariah's trying to get back to Aiden. Great. They get to the hospital. She gets dropped off at the hospital. I'm like, why was she just slowly strolling in? I'm like, your husband is in the emergency room. I'm like, I would at least have like a little fast stride pace going on. You know, a little fast stride. I'm like, she just sauntered in. Now, I don't know if the production that made it be slower, but I'm like, she walking mighty slow. But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna trust that lady. Anyway, you know, we do see, you know, he was in the hospital for a couple of days. We see how the ladies were all texting Mariah, you know, ask for updates on how is he doing. Is he okay? Do you need to come visit you? You know, Toya even said, you know, do you need me and Eugene to come visit or whatever? She's like, nah, we good. You know, he was in the hospital for almost a week. And, you know, he goes home. And he's feeling better, of course, after he was in the hospital for a while. So it was a great thing to see him, you know, up and about, even coming home to get some more rest. Because, you know, when you're in the hospital, when you are in the hospital, you don't realize how much you really don't get rest in the hospital. Because they consistently come in there checking on you. I was in the hospital for like 4 days a couple years ago because I had pneumonia. And you don't really get any rest. Like, I had to come home to get some real ass rest. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? He's home or whatever. So, and he's happy to be home. And they bring up how they're going to continue to plan their Doctors on the Dock party. They haven't had it since season 1. And season 1 was crazy, okay? Season 1 was when we first met all the ladies. And it was Shay, all up and through. But we'll talk about that later. You know, they were talking about having the party before he got sick. They was planning it beforehand. So Aiden said he wants to keep planning it because it'll be a great way for them to see that he is doing better. I said, that's great that you can't be canceling parties, you know, for no reason. I mean, he's home, he's better, he's okay. So, you know, have a party. Anyway, next, we see Cecil and Simone, you know what I'm saying, basically talking about that whole argument they had at the restaurant, you know, we're basically not even arguing. We've seen Simone explode all over Cecil. And so they're going to have a conversation with the therapist, their counselor. So, you know, Cecil says, well, yeah, it's kind of tough or whatever. You know, we had an argument, you know what I'm saying? Because in anger last year for my birthday, I did go out to dinner with my female best friend. And he does say how he knew it was wrong, but he did it because him and Simone was not in the best place last year. She brings up how, that's the whole reason that she filed for divorce. She said 2 days after that happened is when she filed for divorce from him because she told him, if you leave, your ass can't come back. And he left anyway. I said, well, damn it, man. Okay, we know. Okay. Anyway, she brings up how, Cecil let another woman become emotionally dependent upon him, and he needs to own that. I feel two different ways about that. I feel like best friends are emotionally dependent on one another for certain situations. Not all the time, not all the time, but there are moments in your life where your best friend is the person who you are emotionally connected to on, because of certain things. Now, the issue with Simone and Cecil was Simone didn't like this woman. I don't know if she didn't like the woman because she was a woman or she didn't like her because she really felt like they had something going on. So, I'm not all the way okay with people thinking if it's really your best friend, it's been your best friend forever, then I do understand that, there is a part of somebody, of you being emotionally connected. Because if you sad, you know what I'm saying, your best friend can sometimes make you happy because they know you're the best. So it's a weird thing because Simone talks as if they had this affair. Like she puts it, the way Simone talks about Cecil and his lady is that Cecil was having a full-fledged affair, and like whatever emotions they were feeling was sexual or just inappropriately feelings, and not like, best friend, I'm mad because this happened, I'm sad, make me happy. It's a whole weird thing. So, but you can't put someone for your spouse. I know that, but it's something in the water, and I don't know what. Anyway, Cecil does apologize for bringing his female best friend, a female friend, into their marriage. You know what I'm saying? And so he admits to that. He owns up to that part of it. I thought they handled this shit in Antique when she put all that shit in the goddamn shell. I don't know why she keeps bringing it back up. And Jackie told her on the beach, you can't bring this shit back up, Simone. Stop bringing this shit back up. And she doing it anyway. Simone then says, you know what I'm saying, thank you for acknowledging it. I will try to not bring this back up. I'm like, that's that bullshit, Simone. That's that bullshit. The doctor said, well, no. No. You can't say you'll try because, you know what I'm saying, you must do more than just try. She said, you know what, I won't bring it back up, and if I do, I'm going to pay y'all $500, and that's like a pair of shoes. And so the doctor, okay, that's good, and y'all go have some time together, like go spend some time together, meaning go have sex. And so they go have sex. Simone need to let this shit go. Simone keep harping on the same thing. The man ain't friends with her no more. Why is you bringing up a time when a year ago, if y'all back together and y'all making it work, stop bringing up old shit. Okay? Girl, get on my goddamn nerves. We see Eugene and Toya go to their house that ain't built yet. It's still being built. The kids are there, and they're writing Bible scriptures on the foundation boards and all that stuff of the house because they, it's great. I think that's a great idea. Honestly, I do. Anyway, she gets emotional. Like, we was in debt. How it was so hard for us to be in debt. I never want to be, and be that irresponsible in that situation again. And I say, well, part of that could come from not getting a 2-story closet. But, everybody different. Anyway, Eugene just said how they win and they're going to continue to win and they better now. I think they just learned their lesson. I hope they got a better accountant and, Toya stopped spending up all the money. But, it is what it is. And that was all about them. We see Curtis and Jackie. They were out. They've been trying to find a new house. They want a whole new starts. And they've been looking. But they can't find nothing. They like. So Jackie brings them to a whole new space. Okay? And shows him what they can be theirs. And it's just land. Okay? It's a plot of land where they can build their own dream house. I guess they got that from Toya and Eugene. I hope Jackie and Jackie and Curtis can afford it too, okay? Don't be building these Chateau Charades if you can't afford them, okay? But I think Charade's house is just way too much for her. Like, at least Eugene and Toya are building a big old house for them, and their kids is little. Where Charade started building a house for herself, her kids were little. It took her so long, the kids grew up. So, I digress. Anyway, Curtis see he like, oh, it's just land. It's like, yeah, we can build our own house or whatever. This can be here. We can have a whole open driveway. This and this and this and this. We can build it to how we want it to be. She said even Toya even gave me an idea that I can have a 2-story closet. I'm like, who wants to walk between 2 floors for some clothes? I mean, I don't. I don't. I hate having to go between my 3 closets to find stuff. Because sometimes I'm like, well, why? Because it's seeing too much. When I buy my condo, I want a room that is a closet. I don't want no 2-story. I want to go into a room and have all my stuff. Okay. Anyway, so Carter's like, oh, okay. For him, no, she says how it can be their first starts because the last time they moved, he convinced her to move. I think because one of them wanted to move to the city, the other one wanted to be like out or whatever. But whatever he wanted is where they moved. But then he ended up cheating. So, again, this is their whole first start. Curtis, for the most part, say, what I'm saying, he willing to do whatever for the love of his wife because he wants her to be happy. So he's down to do whatever. I say, it's great. And I like how she said that they can construct their marriage and their home how they want it to be. I say, come through now. Curtis and Jackie are really a team. They're working it out. Not saying they perfect, not saying they all the way back, but you can tell they are definitely in a better space they were before he cheated and since he cheated. So that's a great thing. We see, Contessa daddy back, but we ain't see much of that. Contessa didn't give us much this season, besides my daddy's sick, I needed new titties, and I got new titties. That's all she gave us this season. But we do see Contessa and Heavenly going to visit Quad on set of her. This is the Circle Show. Contessa and Heavenly are friends now. So much for that Heavenly don't call her Contessa, she call her Contessa. She pronounces her name right. So, Heavenly says how, she, her and Contessa had a hard, start in the beginning, but how, they have became good friends since then and they're on much, much better terms. Basically, because you meet somebody, you have an attitude about them person, but once you get past that bullshit, you realize they cool as hell. We can hang, we cool. Anyway, Quad there, getting her makeup done, getting her wig pushed back. And Contessa like jokes and say like, oh yeah, I saw one show, y'all had some male models or whatever. Scott can be a whole male model if y'all need one. Honey, Heavenly gonna say, well, in her confessional, this is what Heavenly said. Her confessional, Heavenly says, Damon will be a great model because he's all solid. Unlike Scott, who's probably flabby. I said, Heavenly, I'm all for standing for your man. But I don't think Scott flabby. And Damon may be solid. He may be. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyway, we see Quad on set, happy, go lucky, laughing and having all this fun. And we just see how contestant Heaven said, she looks so happy here. And I say, well, I guess she's gonna stay there. And we just have, Heavenly, we have Quad that's saying how it's been a tough year. But I'm saying she refused to be held down and burned down with the ashes. Girl, look. Before this season started, I was going to skip it, I'm not. Before the season started, we was like, oh my God, Quad and, Dr. G getting divorced. It's all this stuff going on. It's going to be a great season. We'll see what happened. We didn't hear or see shit. Quad went through a whole divorce with her husband on a show called Married to Medicine, and we really didn't see shit. And I ain't saying we need to see the knockdown, drag them out fights, but she didn't really talk about it. We barely seen his point of view about it. I don't get how that happened. I don't get how we had a whole season and we really didn't know shit. Quad was known for not saying shit all season. For being a deaf ass mute all season, okay? And all she got was, my husband was out on the dance floor with another woman in my face. I'm like, well, no, you went there. Like, he wasn't in your face, you got there, but whatever. But yeah, I'm like, she did a whole season and did not talk about it on a show called Married to Medicine. And she is no longer married to medicine. And we see that's going to be brought up on the reunion show. Anyway, we do see they all have a little dock party or whatever. It turned out great. It was raining earlier that day. The rain stopped by the night. Mariah really did transform her backyard. It did look really, really nice. You know, even though we seen Simone throw shade and say it's easy to do all this when you hire somebody to do it. Well, Simone, that's what smart people do. Dumb people do it themselves and make it be harder. But if you can afford to hire somebody, then hire someone. Okay? Like me. When I move, I could be cheap and just move my stuff. No. I'm going to hire people to pack my shit, move my shit, and take it where it's supposed to go. Because you have to be able to afford the thing. No. I'm like, don't hate it because she has my do. That's what you do. When you're throwing a big party, you're supposed to, you can hire people, Simone. It's called, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, you just do what you're doing, do. Anyway, they had, you know, like a whole man's tent. It was like an old Cuban man in there rolling Cuban cigars. I said, see, he not like, he free, right? Like, he died. It was just like, is he okay? Blink twice if you need to get out. Anyway, so that was pretty cute. Everyone looked great. Everyone looked great. I didn't like Heavenly's hair. Heavenly's hair looked old. Like, she got it done like 2 weeks ago. And it didn't look green. It looked dry. Okay, it looked dry. I was like, girl. Anyway, you know, Quad bring up how at the first docks on the dock party, her and Dr. G had like just gotten married. They only been married for like 10-12 weeks. And she said, nah, for this to be 5 years later, and they're getting divorced. I said, girl, no. What's funny is they kept showing the footage from the first one when she was beefing with that white woman. The white lady, I can't remember her name, but she was the only white person on season 1 who never came back after that. Well, she came back. She didn't come back from season 2. I think we may have seen her on like 1 or 2 episodes as a friend at a party in the background, okay? But she did one scene. She's like, nope, we ain't doing it. But Quad and her got into a little back and forth, petty, shady conversation because Quad alleged that she was like the lady was a medical mistress. And she said, you and your husband only been married for 12 weeks. How do you know he don't have one? I say, girl. And now 5 years later, they divorced because he had a whole girl in the hotel. Girl. Anyway, we do see when Contessa and Toya around each other, and Quad was there too. Toya was weird, like, and I don't know why. Like, you and Contessa like squash the bullshit. So why you being weird right now, Toya? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Toya, I feel like Toya just needs something to make them bring her back for another season, because this year with her in that house was some bullshit. The only thing her and Contessa both, well, at least Contessa brought her father being sick and her, having a double mastectomy. At least that was a little bit of it. But Toya's whole thing, girl, I'm just like, why is you mad at her? Like, what's going on? I was so confused. Anyway, even Quad, like, this is awkward. This is so awkward, and Contessa saying, like, I'm glad Quad is here to play buffer because it's just weird. And I felt like it was Toya being weird, trying to, like, not talk to Contessa. But I'm like, Toya, grow up. Just stop. Just stop. Even when they like, oh, well, let's go down, have it. Well, no, y'all can go down. I'll come later. I'm looking like, but you ain't doing shit, Toya. I'm like, was you scared to walk down the stairs? Like, was you gonna fall? I don't know. Anyway, we do see Mariah and Heavenly on good terms, okay, for the time being. Mariah said, can I be a little bit petty? Me and Heavenly went to church, and she was cussing in church because she did. They do let the ladies know that they have, buried the hatchet. They cool now, whatever, they on better terms. I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna last. And Quad and her confessional says, it never lasts. Like, me and her be having these truces all the time, and 1 minute of truce, and the next minute it's all over and done for, and we back at each other's throats. So I'm like, again, I don't know how long the truce is gonna last, but I hope Heavenly and Mariah can get to the point of where Contessa and Heavenly is, where then they're able to kind of coexist or whatever, and it don't be no big deal. we see a little scene of Toya talking to Eugene, where she telling him to be nice to Contessa. He said, me, he like, you, I don't have an issue with her. Like, that's you. You be the one being funny towards her or whatever. She then says, well, you should have an issue with her because I told you she called you fat. I say, well, technically, she called you fat, Toya. She told you that you the same size as him. So her issue wasn't really that of what Eugene's weight was. She said Eugene is Eugene. You keep telling him that he needs to lose weight, but you just as big as he is. So, I mean, her insult was less about Eugene and more about you. But you gonna tell Eugene that to kind of get him mad at her. I'm like, why would you? Toya is ass backwards. I'm like, girl, again, she called you fat. She told you the same stuff that you say about your husband is what you are. So, you need the goose was good for the goose is good for the gander. And he like, look, that's y'all beef stuff. When y'all have these little petty arguments, y'all be saying things just to hurt people. And I ain't gonna get involved in that. I'm not gonna get involved in that. He does, like, I'm saying, look, I have lost weight, but I'm not skinny. And I have tough skin, so I'm good. I'm like, Toya, Toya literally told Eugene that, hoping Eugene would have some kind of ill will towards Contessa and be upset with Contessa. I'm like, oh, so that's why Toya is mad at Contessa. I forgot that she said that that Eugene and Toya had the same BMI. I had completely forgot because I thought they kind of moved on from it. But I mean, girl, anyway, fix it, Jesus. We do see Heavily Jackie and Simone having a conversation. I didn't care too much. It was more about them saying they're going to all try to support each other more and be supportive here, supportive there, support Quad, support whoever. I only kept looking at this scene because her hair looked dry and just like the weave did not look good. It looked like she didn't have no good edge control in there. It looked like she did her hair 2 days ago and she had the same 2-day-old edge control, and she did not put no more oil sheen or no more no more oil in her hair to make it not look dry. And the whole bugs were winning because it was a nest. That bug thought that was the damn bird's nest and it was resting. Okay, it flew right in her hair and then sat down and chilled out. I'm like, girl, no. Jesus. Anyway, we do see all the guys together, whatever. Aiden brings up how he did invite Greg, but Greg asked, like, well, who coming? Is this Quad gonna be there? And when Aiden said, well, I don't know, she probably will be, Greg decided not to come. So the guys are kind of hoping that Greg and Quad can kind of get to a middle ground to where if Greg wants to come around, that he can. This is how I feel. The show was called Married to Medicine. It was both for Quad and Greg. She could not have been on the show if she was not married to him. I do feel like there should be a way to where Greg should be able to come and hang out with the guys the same way that Quad goes and hangs out with the ladies. And they can kind of figure it out from there. I'm not, because if one starts dating a little bit more than the other, I don't know. I do feel bad that Greg is kind of just exiled from the group. When he are friends with the guys. And that has nothing to do with what he did. I just feel like the show is about, couples. And so if they are getting divorced and it was called Married to Medicine, I do feel like we should have been able to hear from both people on a consistent basis. But whatever. Damon brings up how, again, he wants all the guys to be able to get together like this, and it ain't no friction, it ain't about the wives, it's just about them getting together, chilling or whatever, and having great moments. And moments with the guys hanging out, I think should be a part of it. Because people say, oh, the show is about the women because the women are the ones on the intro. True, but it should be about both. Like, we should see both. I ain't saying every episode we have to see the guys all hanging out, but I'm like, if they have 14 episodes, we should at least see the guys, like, out of maybe 6 episodes, see them hanging out, having fun too. Like, it would just make the show better, in my opinion. But whatever. We see all the ladies kind of joining together, just talking. They was talking and saying shit I didn't really care about. Just saying how shit happens and they move on from it. Shit happens, they fix it. Because you know what? Shit happens. We do see Dr. Jared was there too, sitting along the ladies or whatever, but she had no lines. Dr. Jared gave us nothing this season. Like, I'm very, very sure that she probably will not be back next season. I think I have never seen them have a person in the scene so much and they don't say shit. You know how boring you have to be in scenes and not have them even have you say hello? Like nothing? I'm like, girl. Anyway, and that was all. I mean, that was the finale. It was really boring. It really was. I mean, they gave it the best. But I'm guessing the reunion will be better because it's a 3-part reunion. Anyway, put your comments below. I'm all done. Okay. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and